Right now at 6, members of La Crosse's Harry J. Olson Center are making their way to City Hall in hopes of keeping their building. And a La Crosse man enters a plea more than a year after being charged with a fatal stabbing at Huska Park.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Amy DuPont. The fate of La Crosse's Harry J. Olson Center has been up in the air now for months. Center members are expected to make their case tonight to the city's Finance and Personnel Committee. Our News 8 Now's Duas Rar is live at City Hall to explain how it got to this point.
Amy, the Harry J. Olson Center has been around for nearly 58 years. Members meet in a city-owned building on the north side. The city terminated its contract with the center in May. The center's director, Erin Goggins, says she wants to buy the building. So after the lease expired, Goggins says she and center members continued to use the building in good faith. But Goggins says neither the city nor the center have been able to agree on the terms. And then in November, Mayor Mitch Reynolds said if the seniors didn't vacate the building, he would evict them. Reynolds hasn't done it, which brings us to today. Now, council member Andrea Richmond, who represents the area that the building is located in, is expected to introduce a resolution tonight supporting the center. And members of the center will also be making public comments. As you can see right behind me, the meeting is just about to begin, so we will keep you updated on any decisions that the city makes and any comments that the members make. Reporting live in La Crosse, Dua Esrar, News 8 Now. Amy, back to you.
Hey, Dua, before I send you into the meeting, is it a big crowd? I know there was supposed to be a meeting earlier this week. It was moved until today. What's the crowd like in there?
Amy, the entire parking lot is absolutely packed, and as you can see, there is not a single seat open. There are members who are actually standing just to see what is going to happen tonight.
All right, and I know you're going to be there taking it all in, and you're going to share what you learned tonight at 10. Thank you, Dua Esrar, live for us tonight. Again, that resolution, we have not seen it. We're going to learn more about it tonight. Stay with us for 10 o'clock news. A La Crosse man enters a plea of no contest. We're going to get to that story, but we want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. And Bill, how did you say we went from wet to white today?
Well, for this storm system, again, we've been mentioning this all week, more wet than white here in La Crosse area. But boy, it was a different story not too far to our north and west, foot to foot and a half of snow in the Twin Cities with this storm. I'll have some detailed snowfall reports for you coming up a little bit later, but highs today lowered to middle 30s. So temperatures weren't overly cold with this system. Of course, that's why we saw more liquid than snow here in La Crosse, and it also meant roads were wet for the most part, although this morning it was rather slick with that clingy snow. And of course, we had the ice a couple of mornings ago. So we've had anything and everything with this storm system this week, and finally it's getting kicked to the east. Boy, it seems like the winter of slow-moving low-pressure systems. This one was much the same. Most of the persistent snow showers now east of Interstate 39. The surface low, or the main component, is over southern Lake Michigan. So as that moves east, the very light snow showers and flurries will taper off around here. And then some colder air moves in from the west. We've got single digits and teens knocking on the door, but still mid-20s to around 30 degrees. But watch what happens to our temperatures overnight. 18 by 4 a.m. and dropping into the mid-teens as we step out the door tomorrow morning for work, and even some single digits to the north. So keep that in mind that there's still some very light snow and flurries in spots. Roads could be slick from that. And then if the roads are wet with those dropping temperatures, maybe some icy spots developing overnight as well. Again, my full 8-day forecast, which does include some sunshine finally, it's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Bill. A La Crosse man enters a no contest plea to a fatal stabbing. Now, by pleading no contest, 36-year-old David Pearson accepts conviction but does not admit guilt. According to police, in June of 2021, Pearson and Cameron Baker got into an argument at Huska Park, and Pearson stabbed Baker in the chest. Baker died at the scene. Since pleading no contest, Pearson faces up to 10 years in prison. The Ho-Chunk Nation Police Department is searching for a missing woman. Please take a look at her picture. She is 50-year-old Felicia Wana, and she was last seen by her family on December 29th. Now, Wana lives in the Tomah area, but investigators say she may have been in the city of La Crosse on January 3rd. According to Ho-Chunk Nation Police, Wana may be having a mental health crisis. Now, she has the name Mark tattooed on her wrist and Eric tattooed on her back. If you have any information about Wana or her whereabouts, you're asked to call the Ho-Chunk Nation Police at the number on your screen. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers and his newly elected Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez are starting their new terms on the road. This morning, they met with students at Viroqua Elementary School. The visit was one of Rodriguez's first as Lieutenant Governor. Viroqua Elementary School was one of the many Wisconsin schools to receive additional funds through a successful November referendum. Although 80% of the state's referendums passed, Rodriguez says she and Governor Evers are going to continue to push for more funding for schools.
We want to make sure the schools have the resources they need to fund any program or anything that they would need for the kids here.
According to Viroqua Superintendent, a Wisconsin governor hasn't visited the district in decades. Rural schools may not get as much attention as their urban counterparts, but the governor says they need equal support.
We have a special program for rural schools. It's called the Sparsity Program. It's been around a long time. That helps them get through the budget struggles.
Governor Evers and Lieutenant Governor Rodriguez also visited schools in Menominee and Stevens Point. A bill to strengthen abortion rights in Minnesota passed its first test. A House Health panel approved the legislation, putting protection into state law by an 11-8 vote today. Now the bill heads on to another committee. This is just the third day of this year's session. Supporters hope to get that bill on Democratic Governor Tim Walz's desk by the end of the month. Meanwhile, the Governor Walz, is pushing state lawmakers to legalize cannabis. He tweeted earlier today that he wants adult use cannabis legal. He also wants to wipe out cannabis convictions. The Holmen Area Fire Department is expanding thanks to a successful November referendum. The department's going to hire 6 additional firefighters this year for a full crew of about 20. The department is also in the early stages of recruiting a new fire chief. The department's shared services agreement with the city of La Crosse ended at the end of 2022. However, an existing mutual aid agreement still allows it to enlist the help of other nearby fire departments, which is a vital agreement in the case of large fires like the one earlier last month in the town of Onalaska.
That was multiple departments all working well together in managing it. And as each department comes with their own crew and own leadership, it's a well-organized operation.
As for the town of Onalaska, its EMS coverage will be combined with Bryce Prairie. Doctors treating the Buffalo Bills player who went into cardiac arrest during the Monday Night Football game say he is showing a lot of improvement. 24-year-old Damar Hamlin is awake and communicating with doctors. A medical team rushed onto the field to perform CPR and a defibrillation seconds after Hamlin collapsed, likely saving his life. Although rare, first responders, including high school athletic trainers, prepare for these types of emergencies, and they update an emergency action plan annually.
Everybody has a role. It is all practiced and rehearsed, and everybody knows what they're doing, and it should go along smoothly.
Athletic trainers with Mayo Clinic Health System believe it is important to have trained medical staff at all athletic events. Coaches and fans, they say, can also help by being certified in first aid and CPR. Well, people all around the world are saying goodbye to former Pope Benedict. We're going to take you to the memorial service in La Crosse. And later, it's time to get your creative juices flowing. La Crosse's public library is holding a tiny art contest, and there's a chance for you to win a prize.
The countdown to savings is happening now at Ashley. Ring in the new year with new styles for every room of your home. Plus, get 5-year special financing, no minimum purchase required. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid, not because of the drill, but because of the bill, a big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You've put your dreams on hold. Remember this? But I spoke to our advisor, And our Vanguard investments are on track. You got this, babe. So go do what you love. Thanks for being our superhero.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner, giving you flexibility to follow your dreams. That's the value of ownership.
Make the resolution to get better sleep this year with a new mattress from Ashley. Bring home your choice of comfort on select Ashley Sleep Queen mattresses starting at just $449.99. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
More than 2,000 mourners from around the world filled St. Peter's Square today to bid farewell to former Pope Benedict. His death brought to an end a decade of the former and present Pope living side by side in the Vatican. And it was the first time in more than 200 years that a pontiff led the funeral service of his predecessor. That funeral brought together people of many different religions and backgrounds to celebrate and remember.
It's a beautiful celebration, and I think it represents a lot about his life and what he expected, a simple celebration, but very beautiful.
Benedict was buried in the underground Vatican grottos where Pope John XXIII and John Paul II were interned before their remains were transferred to the Basilica. People in La Crosse also gathered today to honor Benedict. The faithful showed up at St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral for a special memorial mass. According to the Monsignor, honoring Benedict's commitment to God and to the people is important.
You can say he was erudite, a scholar, a theologian, an intellect, but none of that means anything unless you're, first of all, deeply a spiritual person, a disciple, a follower of Jesus Christ, and he was that first all the way through to the end.
Now, today's service is available on YouTube and Facebook. We will post those links on news8000.com. Still ahead, winter can be tough for everyone, but it got downright dangerous for this deer. How rescuers got it out of a river near Green Bay. Next.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. We're finally getting rid of this storm system that's been impacting the region all week, but when do we see that sunshine? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast coming up next.
Ring in the new year with Home Furniture's New Year's sale. Get 10% off sale prices plus no money down, 6-year special financing, and free shipping when you spend $4.99. The New Year's sale going on now, only at Home Furniture.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
But I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
And I don't handle divorces.
The law profession is broad and complex. I focus my career on one thing.
Helping injured people.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner. That means that your goals are ours too. And Vanguard Retirement Tools and Advice can help you get there. That's the value of ownership.
Cooley Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at cooleyauto.com. Cooley Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
Start the new year with a new rug during the New Year's sale at Homeworld Rugs. Get 10% off sale prices on all rug sizes, shapes, and styles. Plus, no money down, 6-year special financing. The New Year's sale at Homeworld Rugs.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Create a tiny masterpiece and you could win $50. The La Crosse Public Library wants you to put your art skills to the test for a tiny art show and contest. So starting next week, just head over to the library and pick up a 3-inch canvas. The library will also give you paint and brushes, but you can use whatever you want on your canvas. After you're finished, return it to the library and they'll put it on display.
It's a way for anybody of any skill level to participate in and feel like they can see their artwork up on display, which is a really exciting thing, no matter what age you are.
You have to turn in your tiny artwork by January 27th. The winner will get a $50 gift certificate of their choice. We'll post more information about entering on news8000.com. Well, we can all use a helping hand during the winter weather, and that goes for both humans and our wild friends. Check it out. Firefighters were called to the East River, that's in a suburb of Green Bay, this morning for a deer in the water. Crews got to the scene and found that deer who had fallen through the ice and couldn't get out. Rescuers, as you see there, made it out to the deer, got the deer out of the water, and pulled the deer back to safety. Good for them. Now, the deer looks to be okay. Good for the deer too. Good for those firefighters. Good for Bill Grawl because he has some sunshine in the forecast soon.
Yeah, it's been another one of those stretches where it's been like, where is the sun? But it's been another week of a pesky low pressure system. Literally, this low has been impacting us since Monday evening. So we're finally getting rid of it this evening. So it's been several days that we've been dealing with it. Now, as I've been talking about all week, more wet than white here in La Crosse, but boy, just to our north and west, check out some of these snowfall totals. Just north of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, over 2 feet of snow. Even as close as the Twin Cities right up the river, 1 to 1.5 feet of snowfall. Northwestern sections of our viewing area, 3 to as much as 8 inches of snow. Most of those higher totals in Dunn County, west of Eau Claire. Eau Claire itself, about 2 to 2.5 inches. La Crosse area, generally about 1.5 inches to 2.2 inches officially out at the La Crosse Airport. And similar totals in southeastern sections of our viewing area, about 1/2 inch to 2 inches. But look at the liquid from this storm system, 1.12 inches of liquid this week with this storm. We averaged 1.25 inches for the entire month of January. And also my friend Jeff Boyne up at the Weather Service office just told me that we did not reach 1+ inch of liquid here in La Crosse last year until March 5th. And here it is, January 5th. So yeah, it's been a wet start to the new year for sure. All right, skies are cloudy. We're finally starting to get rid of the light snow and flurry activity here in downtown La Crosse. 34 was the high today, 29 the low, so not overly cold with this system, and that's why it was a clingy snow again last night and this morning. Did make for a slick morning commute though. 28 and 12 are the averages. And again, there's the breakdown to the liquid. Already almost 1 inch above average for the month, 1/2 inch above average for the month for snowfall. But for the season, we're up to 22.4 inches. That's about 6 inches above average for that snowfall season. 30 degrees, cloudy skies out at the airport, 29 downtown here at the station. Feels like 22 though, with a northwesterly wind at about 10. Eau Claire, you're mostly cloudy, 25 degrees. Feels like 17 though, with a north wind at about 5 to 10. So keep an eye on those roads. Again, the light snow tapering and moving out, so still some slick spots from that. And then also temperatures dropping well below freezing tonight. Any wet roads could become slick or at least icy in spots, so just keep that in mind. But that low finally getting a kick to the east, so the persistent snow showers now over eastern parts of the state. The low itself even east of Chicago now, so just some wraparound flurries kind of tapering as we speak. But look at the colder air moving in. That's the story now. Teens and lower 20s just to our west. We're still at 30 in La Crosse, but look at as close as Mankato, 9 degrees, 22 in Rochester. Northwesterly winds 5 to 15. That's pushing wind chills into the lower 20s, teens, and even single digits above and below zero farther to our west, and they will continue to drop overnight. In fact, single-digit wind chills by morning, so keep that in mind that it's going to be colder heading out the door tomorrow morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies overnight, but tomorrow finally we break into some sunshine in the afternoon, and then same thing heading into the weekend. I'm expecting plenty of sunshine both Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be a nice change from the cloudy week we've experienced this week. So for tonight, flurries They're moving out, mainly cloudy and colder though. Mid-teens here in La Crosse, but single digits to the north. Now, mix of clouds and sun tomorrow. Probably some clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon. Colder, but kind of seasonable. 24 for a high, upper 20s on Saturday, low 30s on Sunday, and a fairly quiet stretch of weather for a change through about Tuesday of next week, and then a slight chance for some light snow showers returns by Wednesday, especially Wednesday night into Thursday, maybe lingering into Friday as well. But that's about a week out there, so we'll, of course, fine-tune that forecast as it gets closer. But, hey, the local meteorologist needs a break in terms of that forecast as well through Tuesday, so that'll be a nice change.
I think we all need a break from winter. I know it's only January, but still, it's just...
Got a ways to go,
I know.
And again, it'd be nice to see that sunshine periodically, which we have not seen this week. So
yeah, you do have to feel though for folks that make a living off winter sports like snowmobiling and skiing. It's been a challenging couple years for them. So hopefully we get to make everyone happy soon.
True, yeah, and you know, like I've discussed this with some of my Facebook friends on my Facebook page. I just assume have snow like they did to the north and west, although that's a lot of snow. But boy, getting an inch plus of liquid around here in December and January is just kind of strange.
It is. All right. Thank you, Bill. Coming up in sports, it is do or die for the Packers. Simple recipe for Green Bay Sunday. Win and get into the playoffs. Rob has the details next.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu only at Hardee's.
Time is running out on Southern Minnesota's biggest and best furniture sale, the huge New Year's sale at Drury's in Fountain. It's everything you've asked for, like 36-month special financing, store-wide sale prices, and free gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands, like Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Daniels Amish, all at incredible savings. The New Year's sale at Drury's in Fountain. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday at 8.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on TV consoles, recliners, bar stools, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Get the deal of a lifetime on clearance, one-of-a-kinds, scratch and dents, and more. Stores are packed with merchandise that must go. Up to 80% off at the huge inventory reduction sale on now at Slumberland Furniture.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It all comes down to Sunday night, and for the Packers, it's simple. Win and get in. A loss would mean the end of Green Bay's season, a season that felt all but over about 5 weeks ago. But since Thanksgiving weekend, the Packers have looked like a completely different team. They've won 4 straight, and now they control their playoff destiny heading into the final game of the regular season. It'll come against another division rival. Packers made it look easy Sunday against Minnesota, but the last time Green Bay took on the Lions, it looked anything but easy. The Packers traveled to Detroit back in early November, and it was not pretty. Green Bay falling 15-9 in that one. It was the Packers' second lowest scoring output of the year. It was their 5th straight loss at the time, dropping their record to 3-6. But since that loss, the Packers have turned the corner. They're 5-2 since that night, 4 straight wins, and a 5th straight on Sunday would catapult the green and gold into the playoffs.
We feel like we've been in the playoff for the past 2 or 3 weeks now, and we found a way to win football games in different ways. And it's not about running the table at this point. We got to find a way to get into the playoffs. We're still not there.
We got a lot of momentum. I think momentum is a really powerful thing. I think belief's a real powerful thing. And I think everybody in the locker room and, that's a part of this really believes that we can do it. And so, I think we've been sticking together when times have been hard. There've been some games we've won and we've been down and come back. And, different guys have made a bunch of plays throughout that. So it's really a big team effort.
And the Packers will need another big team effort Sunday if they want to get past the Lions and into the postseason. Can't wait for this one. Green Bay, Detroit, 7:20 kickoff Sunday night from Lambeau. Well, this is good to hear. According to doctors, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is showing substantial improvement in his recovery. Hamlin went into cardiac arrest and collapsed on the field during Monday night's game in Cincinnati. One of Hamlin's doctors says the 24-year-old is still considered critically ill and significant progress is needed. But Hamlin has been able to move his hands and feet. He's also been able to write. Hamlin asking his doctor who won the game Monday night. So there are some good signs over the past few days. There's still no definitive answer as to what caused Hamlin's cardiac arrest. As for the football side of things, the Bills were back at practice Thursday. They are still scheduled to host the Patriots on Sunday. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We are 100 years old and still looking good. All month, take 23% off all furniture and 12 months to pay interest-free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
What fireplace have you always envisioned in your home? Let La Crosse Fireplace Company turn your empty space into something beautiful. We'll design more than just your heat and glow fireplace. We'll help you pick out the perfect stone, mantle, and hearth, making your heat and glow fireplace the vision you've always dreamed of. Isn't it time you've got the space you've always wanted? Visit our showroom or call La Crosse Fireplace Company to get started. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Need to update your furniture? Menards has the furniture you need in stock. Plus, you get a free rug. That's right. Buy any upholstered living room furniture at $2.99 or more and get a free 5x7 area rug. That's $149.99 in savings. Need a new chair? How about a sectional, a new recliner, or love seat? Buy one today, get a free rug. Hurry up, get to Menards before they're gone. In-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards. Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Happy birthday to us. We're 100 years old and still looking good. All month, buy a dishwasher or microwave and get the install for $23, plus 12 months interest-free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Well, again, finally, we're getting rid of this thing. Yeah, it's been affecting the area since Monday night. So flurries, very light snow showers tapering off as we speak. Otherwise, mainly cloudy, colder overnight. Lows in the teens here in the Cross, 15. Single digits, though, possible to the north. And then colder, but fairly seasonable. Tomorrow through the weekend, 24 tomorrow, 29 on Saturday, 32 on Sunday. The best news, you can see some sunshine, especially by tomorrow afternoon and through the weekend. And pretty quiet until about the middle of next week.
Hey, Bill, with that high kick, you could try out for the Rockettes. He'll be back with us tonight at 10. We hope to see you then, too.